Life is a blessing. Every day that we above ground is a good day. If you're not in the hospital with a life-threatening disease or some type of illness, if you don't have a loved one that just passed away, then that day is a good day. You know, a lot of people like to let one little thing happen and it ruins their whole day. How about, like, instead of that, we start thinking positive. So excuse me. If somebody cut you off in traffic, let's just say, you know, and they go in front of you, they cut you off, and you know, curse them out, maybe not out loud, but at least in the car, or maybe you just get angry, call them stupid and idiot. How about, instead of that, saying, hey, if that person has an emergency, I hope everything's okay. Because now you shifted that mindset thinking from negative to positive. You understand what I'm saying? So you're taking that situation and you're trying to find an outcome or a thought and action that doesn't relate to anger, doesn't relate to, you know, low vibrations. We want to be high vibrational beings. That way we can, you know, we can vibrate light. We can be radiant. We can be filled with abundance. And I'm just saying, there's little things like that. You know, you lose some money. I mean, hey, depending on the price, I mean, hey, you know, how much the money is, because I will probably be upset too, you know, realistically speaking. But let's say, you know, you lose $50, you lose, you know, whatever you feel like you can afford, but you lost it. Just say, hey, you know what? I lost that money, but that actually means that I'm going to make double that. Or I'm going to find money, double that amount. Or maybe run across some type of work, or come across anything that'll bring you that same exact value. And a mindset shift needs to happen. Because if it doesn't happen, you're not going to see any results. You know, they say crazy people are the ones who do the same thing over and over, but then they expect different results, which it doesn't make any sense. You know, so just keep on thinking positive. Just keep on feeling positive. It's just not about thinking. You got to feel it. Like Neville Goddard said. If you don't know who Neville Goddard is, go check him out. This guy's from like the 1940s or the 1950s. But the things he says are very relevant. And we just have to adapt to that type of mindset, guys. Because, you know, you keep on thinking shitty things are going to happen. And on my journey to being an entrepreneur, this is where I actually learned all of this mindset. Excuse me, no. This is not where I learned that mindset. This is what confirmed it. Because, you know, my dad always told me this. He always told me, if you think negative, excuse me. It's the morning, I just woke up. If you think negative things will happen. If you think positive things will happen. So, with that being said, it was just a confirmation for me when I started figuring all this out later in life. And then I look back on my life and I said, oh, wow, I used to think that way. And a lot of the times things went my way. You know, I'm 29 now, and I think my success should have came way sooner. But I believe that was maybe karma, but that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. But that's why you got to think positive, feel positive, And you have to be good-hearted. You have to change your heart, because if you had a grimy heart, if you had, you know, you wasn't a good person, let's just say, we got to make up for that. We can't live in that vibrational realm anymore, because then it has a hold of us, because we're in its territory. We have to get out of that territory of low vibrations and step into the high vibrational realm. That way, those laws, okay, you're immune to them, because you're no longer living in that time. No one owns you. You don't live in those rules. You're not under that household, okay? So when you become a high vibrational being, those low vibrational actions that you did when you was younger, they're not going to affect you anymore, because you're living the right way. You're living a righteous way. And the Almighty High will bless you if you live in a righteous way. So stay positive, feel positive, and do positive things, man. Even if it's not you, be a little less like you and be a little more of abundance. And abundant things will happen to you. So with that being said, guys, that's all I got to say today. You already know we're going to catch up on more things. This is the first video, and I hope to see you all again.